The chest is red. When mixed with oxygen, the red color increases even more. Although this bright red blood looks the same, it is not the same. The story of the blood begins in 1492, when the 8th Pope of the Vatican in Rome was very ill. If you want to save the Pope, you have to give blood. He is very low on blood. Doctors who had never heard of blood donation were surprised to hear this story. Why not? If there is someone to give blood, we will give that blood. The chief doctor said so. 3 children volunteered to donate blood. Doctors were involved in a job that had not been done in life. Blood was taken from children. Had to listen to a very sad story.
Wen dreving blood from children, zeeps into the blood.
All 3 children died. Only a few days passed. The Pope who received the blood also became Swargast. Since then until 1600, no one was involved in blood donation. In 1600, one doctor in England felt this way.
If you give the blood of a little lamb to a man,
the main reason for this is that everyone is afraid to give blood. Somehow, he selected a few patients who were thought to be dying of blood loss. The patient sat in the chair. He gripped a stick in front of him. The veins in the hand are visible. The lamb is on the table. A blood vessel of the lamb is connected to the blood vessel of the patient. Here is another person after that patient got up from there. The work went on for several days. All patients who received blood had died. They died of sheep blood poisoning.
Give a man among blood.
The doctors decided unanimously. But who gives blood? Who is involved in this work? These questions dragged on for a long time. In 1825, another doctor in England again had a hand in this work. It was Dr.
James Blunder.
He selected 10 patients. These 10 patients were in urgent need of blood. Blood was given to all 10 people. Amazingly amazing. 4 people recovered. At that time, it was thought that the patient's blood and the blood of the donor should be mixed together, and the blood should be given after checking carefully to see if there is any swelling. It was while thinking like this that Karl Landsteiner, who was born in Australia in 1868, came to America.
Landsteiner first studied chemistry.
It was in Vienna, where he received his MD degree in 1891. Landsteiner was not a one-sided physician. He is a Vedic expert, disease treasurer, immunologist. All of these were bound with blood. He looked further into the blood. He investigated why some people's blood becomes poisonous when given to others, and sometimes it is not. He saw how the red blood cells were destroyed by something in the liquid parts of some people's blood. The reason for this was 2 substances in the outer skin of the red cells. He named them A and B. Those with A have blood A. Those with B have blood B. None of these. He named them blood C. Type was later named O. Later, Lady Steiner's assistants discovered another blood type. Both A and B were present on the outer layer of red blood cells. This blood type was known as AB. After the discovery of blood types, a blood was given to those who needed a blood, B blood to those who needed B blood, and AB blood to those who needed AB blood. In 1900, blood poisonings decreased, but still not lost. In some cases, people died even when given the same blood types. Landsteiner started researching again to find out why. He chose monkeys, rabbits, and fire rabbits for this. Only when the blood taken from the monkeys was given to the rabbits, there was a big change in the blood of the rabbits. When the liquid parts of that blood were mixed with human blood, they were destroyed. For some people, 85% of New York City's blood was destroyed by the blood of rabbits injected with monkey blood.
Later on, the blood of the monkeys was destroyed by those liquid parts. Landsteiner realized that something in the blood of monkeys is in the blood of some people. He named this substance as rhesus. Landsteiner stated that even if the same blood type is given, people die because of these rhesus defects. That's how the blood of those with rhesus was called positive, and the blood of those without rhesus was called negative. Dr. Landsteiner was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1930 as the first chair of the Department of Pathology at the University of Vienna. Karl Landsteiner is not just a blood seeker. He was the first to discover the polio virus. It was in 1908 that Landsteiner, who had reached such a high position in 1908, discovered the story of rhesus in the blood. Sometimes, due to the lack of money received from his job as a doctor, he also shouldered the activities of leading the prosecution in the courts. He was not moved by anything, moved forward with effort. This scientist, Karl Landsteiner, goes down in history as the pilot of blood transfusion. In the past story of blood donation, how many patients would die from lack of blood without this founder?